Hey you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel, All Smiles Over Here. I am Will Sandra, just like asking the question, will Sandra help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm trying not to keep you long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. The golden nugget is just get close enough to it. Just get close enough to it. I'm not telling you to get to it. Just get close enough to it. Just get close enough. And where am I coming from with this? There's a story in the Bible, and I'm quite sure in other good books that talks about it too, or something similar, a similar story, where it talks about this lady who had an illness with issue of blood. She just kept bleeding. She couldn't stop bleeding. She bled continuously, okay? And she had been going through this illness for a long time. And she heard that there was a man in the land that was giving out healings and helping people, helping the community. And you know, she was all excited. Was like, I gotta get to him. And at that time, that man was Jesus. And she said, if I could just get to Jesus, if I could just touch Jesus, then I'll be made whole. If I could just touch Jesus, I'll be made whole. And that's what she put in her mind. That's what she said. I gotta get to him, touch him, and then I'll be healed. I'll be healed. So what she did, she put it in her mind. That was her goal. She was going to manifest that. That is what was going to happen. And she didn't care what she had to go through to get to Jesus to touch him. She was going to do it. She had a well made up mind. Now y'all know, like I know, anything that's pertaining to capital F-R-E-E, whether it's free government cheese or milk or backpacks or free coupons or fair tickets, carnival fair tickets, or anything that's dealing with free, people giving out free turkey. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's free, it does not matter. You're going to have somebody, people in droves around. They're going to come out the woodworks, okay? Around the corner, around the bend. You're going to say, I ain't never seen this many people. Where y'all coming? This is a small town. Where all these people come from? Harpo? You know, they're going to come out. They're going to come out. And what normally happens is that it's so crowded to where you can barely move. You can almost like those of you who've been to, you know, the theme parks. My family and I, we normally keep Disney tickets and have annual Disney tickets. But our kids are like, you know what? We love Mickey, but we ain't that much Mickey. We're not that much into Mickey. So, but whenever we would go, you know, it would be so many people out there in droves, so where you have to walk to some people over here, some people over there. You guys know if you've been to outlet store before, or shopping, or if you've been to Universal Studios, or any place where it's a theme park or whatever, or somebody giving away something free, you know it's going to be droves of people. Well, that was the case of the lady. She had to go through all those people. Mind you, she was ill. She was ill. And not to mention, it wasn't like Jesus was on her block. Like she had to open her door and she could see Jesus at the stop sign like, okay, you right there, here I come, Jesus. No, she had to go miles and miles and miles to get to Jesus. And mind you, during that time, people was in droves throughout the miles and miles and multitudes of miles and miles. And it was still multitudes of people around trying to get to Jesus as well. And you can imagine when you're in a crowd of people, it's going to be a lot of bumping, a lot of pushing, a lot of people saying, you sure you want to go? You may want to wait, especially with her, but being ill. I'm quite sure she had somebody say, you know what? He's so many miles up, you know, and you're like, you're not going to be able to make it. You're struggling or whatnot. You think you want to wait until the opportunity comes back around? And I know some of you guys have gotten it before. You think you might have missed tomorrow? How about, you know, let's just wait till the next bus come. Okay, you missed that one. Let's just wait till the next bus. Let's just wait to the next go around, okay? I'm quite sure you better catch them. That lady was like, no, I've been dealing with this issue too long. And you know she's dealing with an issue of blood. And just think about your situation. The experience we go through that we have in our journey of life, they can be rough, okay? It could just make you want to turn your nose and be like, what, have an ugly face? And it make you feel a certain way. And with her having an issue of blood, I'm quite sure she had to bathe constantly because of the smell and all this other stuff, and just not being able to go out and be amongst people because she was staining her clothes. And can you imagine that? She was like, this has hindered me too long. I'm getting my healing. And in other words, she pressed forward. with all the naysayers, with all the crowding, with everybody doing. And that's another thing, you guys. Everybody was in droves getting to Jesus because they wanted the same thing. They wanted something from him. Listen, if you are going after something, whether you're going to be an author, a doctor, a singer, a lawyer, you know how many other people are those same things. Don't let that discourage you, because you're unique. And those people had the same intentions. If they could just get to Jesus, everything was going to be okay. So don't let the crowd or how saturated it is in certain areas stop you from continuing forward. Y'all, I'm taking my time to manifesting what it is you want to be, whether it's a gospel singer or a doctor, a surgeon, whatever it is that you want. Yeah, and maybe some people say, you sure you want to go on that? Because they already got a lot of those people doing that. You sure you want to go on that? Don't you listen to those people? You better go keep moving forward. And that's what the lady did. She didn't care that there was so many people that were sick and needed healing. Someone probably had the same issue as she did. Someone probably had the same thing, but she kept moving forward. She didn't let that stop her because other people were around and they were doing the exact same thing as she was doing. She was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do with these people on the side of me, in front of me, in the back of me. I just know what I'm here to do, okay? I know what I'm here to manifest, and we're going to get this thing done. So in other words, y'all, she kept moving forward, and by the time she got close enough to see, well, you know what? They pushing her and pushing her, whatever. Oh, they look like that's him up there. And it said that she touched the hem of his garment, right? When she got to, she touched the hem of his garment. Now, if you're touching the hem of a person's garment, that means that she wasn't standing up when she touched him. If so, it would have said she touched, him on the shoulder. She touched the hem of his garment, which means that she did not touch him. In other words, Jesus did not heal her. And he actually says, get up, young lady. Your faith has made you whole. In other words, it came from within. And when I was growing up, you guys, whenever I hear people talk about this, it seemed like I missed that step. I missed that part right there, that her faith made her whole. Because for a long time I was thinking, Jesus healed her. Jesus healed her. And he didn't. He didn't. Her healing came from within. Her healing actually came from within her. It was her faith and determination that she said that if I get just close enough. By the time she got Jesus, I guess she was just tired. I went through all these miles. If I could just I'm just gonna reach. I'm just gonna reach for it. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna jump. I'm just gonna fly. I'm just gonna go for it. And boom, it happened. And when she went for it, she didn't even have to touch Jesus. It happened. Her healing manifests just like that. And some of you guys, if you just take the leap, if you just take the jump, and I ain't talking about jumping up, no, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? If you just take the leap of faith, in other words, that's what I'm saying, that you won't even have to get to the CEO to get that position. You may just have to drive up in the parking lot and see somebody in the in the parking lot. They go, hey, how's it going? You have a great day. And you go, you have a great day too. So what are you here for? I'm here for the position. Oh, I'm over that. Give me your information. I'll have them call you, and it's done. You don't have to go through a whole long process. It's just done. You just got close enough to it. Oh, that felt so good. Oh, that felt good by me saying that. You guys just get close enough to it. Close enough to it. In other words, stay in motion. Be like this. You know how they have the horses when they're racing and whatnot? They have their eyes like this. Why? Because they won't get distracted. They won't get distracted while they running the race. Why? It's keeping them focused on what's in front of them. That goal, that whatever it is, that request that you have said that this is what I'm going to get. You're manifesting the thing. When you ask, you've already asked for it. It has already, source, God, universe, whatever you call it. I would like a cup with lemons on it and a spoon, a plastic spoon in it. And I would like to have that. And it's already there. It's there. It's there. He's already provided it. I may not be able to see it, but it's already there. So the only thing I got to do, Stay focused, and I look down or wherever I'm going in the direction, wherever the cups are. I have to go in the direction of where cups are located. Okay, you get what I'm saying? You got to go in the location where, in other words, educate yourself. Find out what it did. Get on that computer and start figuring out. Okay, if I'm going to be this, what is required of this type of person, this type of what it is that I need to do. Get into that. Start moving in that direction. Once I get to the cups, I hear, oh, it's a cup. Oh, it's a plastic spoon. Y'all was eating ice. If y'all wonder why there's a plastic spoon in this cup, I was eating some crushed, I call it snow ice. But anyway, you guys, that's how it works. You just have to get close enough to it. And I think sometimes when people hear this story about the lady with the issue of blood, when she touched the hem of Jesus' garment, she was made whole. Sometimes people skip over that part, that her faith made her whole, because they're so focused on that Jesus, focused on Jesus, that he does the healings and whatnot. Okay, I told you guys, Jesus said we will do greater works than him. In other words, whatever Jesus had within, which means he was aligned and connected, because I told you Jesus came here on this earth strictly to show us how we're supposed to operate in this flesh. That was the whole purpose of Jesus coming here, being here, period. To show you and I how to operate in this flesh. In other words, if it wasn't, he would not have ever said that you will or you shall do greater works than me. Greater, better than. Y'all get that? Better than. Which lets me know Jesus was a man who was aligned and connected. He was a man aligned and connected to God. And because he was aligned and connected to God, it made him and God like this. That's why when they asked him who did such a thing, Jesus never took the credit. Never. He never said, I did it. I did it. My name is Jesus. Hi. I did that. Yes. No. He always said who? God did it. And because the people didn't really understand what being aligned and connected meant, they obviously thought he was saying, I'm God and I did. Jesus like, God did it. He gave the credit to God. So if Jesus is telling you that you're going to do greater works than him, then you can. That's why he told the lady, get up, young lady, your faith has made you whole. It was her faith. She did it from within. We all possess and have the power within to manifest. You were created to create. You were created to create. Y'all got that? So stay focused, stay aligned, stay connected. And just get close enough to it. You ain't even got to get, that's the part that got me. I was feeling so good. I said, oh, we ain't even got to get to it. We just got to get close enough to it. Just close enough to it. Just enough to smell that it's cooking. Just enough to feel the heat. Just enough to feel the breeze on the water. You ain't necessarily got to get in the water to get the fish. You just got to feel the breeze off the water. Y'all get what I'm saying? Just get close enough to it. That did my heart so well. I would say, wow, wow. In other words, I ain't got to get close. I ain't got to get to the thing. I just got to get close to it. In other words, I just have to have a well made up mind to say, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to do what I know that I can through the help of God, being aligned and connected, and move in that direction. And who knows, you may not even have to travel far. Like I told you, young lady, her faith made her whole, but she could have said, I'm going to be healed in my home. She could have said that. She could have said that. And she would have been healed in her home if she applied that same faith that she said if she would have gotten to Jesus, it would have happened. If she would have did that same faith but said, I would be healed at home, it would have happened at her house. It would have happened at home, wherever she was, wherever her community is, it would have happened there. It would have happened right there. It would have. I truly believe that. It's all according to your faith. It's all according to what you know or believe that you can manifest. It's all up to you. Remember I told you, if you can do it as a man thinketh, so is he. You can't just, when you think that thing, you got to just, you got to put it into action. You got to put in some work. You got to move towards that thing. You got to move towards it. Remember, if you want to drive and go somewhere, you got to first know where the destination is going to be. And then when you know where the destination is going to be, which means that goal, that manifestation, the destination is the manifestation. So if you know where that is, you just got to take the route that's going to lead you towards that direction. And who knows? According to this, you ain't even got to get to it. You just got to get close enough. Man, that's powerful. Y'all, I think I can talk about this all day long. Just get close enough to it. Because you don't know, you have no idea how things can work out for you. Sometimes we have, like I tell you, when we have these preconceived ways in our head of how things are going to play out or how they're supposed to play out based on what we've heard from other people, experiences, or based on what we actually heard from the mouth of the people who was supposed to give you, or where you're supposed to actually get the manifestation. You can't rely on that stuff, because that's a traditional way. That's doing things a traditional route. If you want to go the route or get on the route of being aligned and connected and manifesting that way, everybody else systems and whatnots, okay? Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond sending me coupons. Y'all, listen, if you want to go on the route of being aligned and connected, the untraditional way, in other words, everything else doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they say you have to have this many degrees. That has nothing to do with you. It doesn't matter if they turn Sister Sally Mae or Willie Mae or whoever around because she didn't have that, what it was they said that she was supposed to have. That has nothing to do with you. You have to be like the lady with the issue of blood. She didn't care that somebody else next to her sick. She didn't care they was going for the same healing as her. She was like, I just know I'm going to stay focused. And when I get to it, that was in her mind when she get to it. She didn't know she just had to get closer. Yeah, this thing is good. I'm telling you, just get close enough to it. Don't stop. In other words, don't stop. Keep moving forward. Your manifestation is gonna come. Don't worry about whatever quote unquote bump in the road is. Maybe that was supposed to happen. You know how sometimes you can drive and you get a detour sign. You're like, what? Man, this is gonna throw me off. But when you take the detour way of going to get to where you realize, oh, I ain't know they had a Marshalls over here. What? Let me go in right quick. And then you find you some smooth deals. Okay, y'all know I'm thinking about shopping right now. But in other words, sometimes we get a bump in the road. Y'all bump in the road is it's not a bump in the road. It's the route that you're supposed to be on. It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to add something. It's supposed to add something to your life in the route that you're going. In other words, so when you get a bump in the road or get a detour, don't get upset. Don't get frustrated. Just say, okay, what am I learning with this? Oh, what blessing's gonna come with this? Have that mindset about it, okay? Because I know that lady I know she had to go through some stuff. And back then and there, you know, they didn't have no paved roads. They had rocks and gravels and mud puddles and all kinds of things that they had to walk on and walk through and all this stuff. But she was steadily on the path, being focused to, if I just keep moving forward, because I know I'm getting my healing. I know I'm going to get this thing. Y'all please stay focused, stay aligned and connected. Because now I'm telling y'all, I could have had this understanding that you don't even have to get to it. You just got to get say it with me. Close enough. You just got to get close enough. Oh man, that's so powerful. You just got to get close enough to it. You just got to get close enough to it. Just close enough to it, which means you ain't even got to get to it. You just got to get close enough. Get close enough. Keep moving forward. I don't know what that close for her. She just had to touch the hem. It doesn't mean that you have to be inches away from it. It doesn't mean you have to. Close enough could be that they say it's going to take a half a year for you to finish whatever. It may not be that. God may make it to where, boom, it happens just like that. You just got to get close enough to it. And guess what? God determines our close enough. He does. He determines what's considered as close enough. He just want to see if you're going to keep on keeping on, as my stepdad says. Call him Pops. Keep on keeping on. Keep hope alive. That's what he says all the time. And I always say, right on, Pops. But listen, you just got to keep on keeping on. That's it. You just... Who is this for? Who is it for? I'm happy if y'all still with me, because y'all like, she long-winded today. I just feel like I just got to keep saying, you just got to get close enough to it. You ain't even got to get to it. That every time I say that, I get like I want to get teary-eyed. Like it does something within me that you don't even have to get. You don't have to get to it. You ain't got to get to it. You know what I'm talking about. You just got to get close enough. Just get close enough. Close enough. Close enough to it. Y'all stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. For some of y'all, I don't know what it is that you guys are going through, what you're facing, whether it's with your spouses or with your kids or at work or with your neighbor or whoever, whatever, whenever or however, whatever the experiences that you're in right now. I have no idea, but I just know I was supposed to get on here and give you the golden nugget of just get close enough. Whatever it is you're requesting, whatever that request, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to say whatever it is you're requesting, because you've already put in the request, okay? So you can just stop asking for it. You've already asked for it one time. It only takes one time for you to ask for it. God ain't deaf. He ain't deaf. He heard you. Y'all look, I got hair. I just want to stand out. Look. But God's not deaf. He heard you the first time you asked for it. He did. And if you're still in motion, that means he's teaching you and helping you and shaping you so that when you do get just close enough to it, and when you receive it, you're going to be ready for it. You're going to know how to take care of it. You're going to know how there's going to be so much appreciation for it to where you're not going to be neglectful. You're just going to cherish that thing, okay? And in all, you're going to be so grateful and thankful to him. You get what I'm saying? But I want to tell you guys, hey, listen, just get close enough. That's all we need to do, get close enough. I told you, some of you guys may be looking for a job or whatever, and you may just pull up in a doggone parking lot. Or you may be in somebody else's part of the place you want to work. You may pull up somewhere else and see somebody and just speak and be nice. Give them a smile. And they go, hey, how's it going? I'm good. You have a great day. Hey, and they may decide they're going to enter. Hey, I'm so-and-so. I work over at so-and-so. And you say, oh, yeah. And then that'd be your opportunity to say, hey, yeah, I've been putting my applications. Well, you know what? Give me your name and number and come and see me. The deal is already done then. You just had to get close enough. Man, that thing is powerful. Every time I say that, listen, some of y'all, I guess I need to go. Well, I'm at 23. Yeah, I'm at 23 minutes right now, y'all. I just feel like I needed to come on here and tell you guys that. Just get close enough. That did something to me. This whole time, I already knew, okay? I already knew about the part where it says that, her faith is what made her whole. That Jesus didn't heal her. I got that part a long time ago. But today, the part that just really stood out in bold letters was just get close enough. That she didn't even have to get to it. She didn't have to get to it. Ah, wow. Wow. That's the part that got me. Here I am in my 40s, okay? And the whole time I knew all that stuff. But the part that stands out to me today is that just get close enough. That's all you gotta do. Just get close enough to it. Keep moving forward. Nobody can determine how close you need to get to it. God just needs to see you putting in it. You put in the effort and the work. That's why I tell you guys that. Keep moving forward and putting in some action. Sometimes people do more than others, and don't get in your head that you have to do the same amount as what somebody else did. Sometimes people, that's another thing. Y'all, I ain't gonna apologize for this being long. I'm at 24 minutes, almost 25 minutes. But sometimes if you see people doing a whole lot to make it happen, a whole lot to make it happen, that's because they feel that that's what they have to do. And sometimes when you have more faith, you can either have more faith piled up, more faith build up on here. The more faith you have on one side, it will require less action on this side, if that makes any sense. You're still going to do some action, but because if your faith is way out, if your faith outweighs, you have more faith, a whole lot of faith, okay? A whole lot of faith, this much faith, then you may just need this much action. If you have this much faith, then you may need this much action. Y'all, do y'all get what I'm saying? So don't base it off of, well, Johnny had to get this degree and that degree, that. And he said he had faith, but he still had to do all this. We don't know how much faith Johnny had, okay? We don't know how much faith Johnny had. My thing is, if your faith is strong and just up there, just like to the top or whatnot, okay? Then sometimes your action doesn't require much at all. You just got to get close. Who is this for? Shucks. It already came to me. I know it ain't just for me. If it is, then I'm happy for that, because y'all is doing something for me right now. I'm just telling you. Just get close enough. I know I talked and probably have repeated myself, I don't know how many agains. How many times. But y'all, if I didn't make myself clear, if I've never made myself clear, I'm telling you, you ain't got to get to it. Wow. You ain't got to get to it. You just got to get close enough. Close enough. And it's according to your faith. However much faith you have, then God, He'll determine how much action you need to put in it. If you got little faith, if your faith is not that big, then you're going to need a whole lot of work, a whole lot of action. You are. Because you've already made a request, and I told you God heard you the first time you asked for it. The first time you asked for it, not audibly, when you asked for it up here, when your heart spoke, when your mind spoke, right? He heard it, and He did it. Just like that. They say in a twinkling of an eye. This is a twinkle, a blink. Okay? It's already been done. It's according to your faith. If you are going to manifest it. God says, it's over here at the house. You come and get it. You asked for it. I got it. It's over here. Come and get it. The coming and getting it is the manifestation. It's already in the storehouse. You just got to pick it up. Man, what's this for? I hope y'all got the gist of it, because I done ran my mouth and I done blessed my soul and my mind and my heart. Listen, whatever it is that you have put in your request, you're going to manifest it. You just got to get close enough to it. Don't you get discouraged. You keep moving forward. You keep your faith on fleek. Everybody talking about, I got my makeup on fleek. I got this. And keep your faith on fleek. All right. I'm going to do a t-shirt on that. Okay. All right. My faith is on fleek. Let's keep our faith on fleek. Y'all got to, if they ask who said it, say who? Well, Sandra said it. Faith on what? Fleek. Yes. Y'all keep that in mind. I am not, listen, you've got to keep moving forward. You got to keep moving forward. It's going to happen. It is. I'm talking, y'all, I'm at 30 minutes, but I thought I need to say that over and over. Maybe somebody need to hear it that many times. Because say, well, what about this? And your mind will go back. No, Just get close enough. All right, you guys, I'm going on that note because I think I have rambled and taught y'all ears off enough. You guys, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply it to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be what? Genuine. You guys take care. You be blessed. Just get close enough to it. Just get close enough to it. All right? Talk to y'all soon. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.